Hi ladies, and welcome to your second training video, which is all about getting ready to party. Hostess coaching. This is the golden rule to setting up any successful party. So once you've got one of your friends or one of your ladies that you know that's contacted you to say, yes, I really want to have a party, can you come and do one for me? This is where the journey of actually preparing for that party starts. And this is what we call hostess coaching. So what does hostess coaching mean to you? This is, in a nutshell, in a close contact with your hostess in the run up to the party. Now, we do say that the golden rule is to definitely pick up the phone and talk this through with your hostess. Sometimes the initial contact will come from things like Facebook and emails and texting, but to make this absolutely really successful, you really do need to make sure that you're on the phone having a conversation with your lady. Now, the hostess will need to know what's in it for her, so all that lovely free shopping that's been available. And this is where you're going to be able to find out and ask the questions on what sort of party she would like, where is it going to be, who's been to an Ann Summers party before, who hasn't, what sort of party are they after. And this, ladies, you cannot do, believe you me, I've been doing it long enough to know, you cannot do this via a text message or on Facebook. I would ask for the lady's number, give her a call, and then you'll be able to offer the hostess coaching. And if you actually do the hostess coaching really well, you are setting yourself up for a really successful party. Once you've actually made contact with the hostess and you've gone through all the details and you've got a date in mind and she's happy with everything that's going to happen, you will then need to party pack her. And what we mean by that is you need to create that excitement and keep that excitement going from the moment you've put the phone down to her knowing that she's booked the party in to the day that you're going to knock on the door and you're going to turn up and give her an absolutely cracking party. So the party pack that we send out to customers will need to include the following. You'll need to have at least 2 or 3 catalogues, some order forms and some party invitations. Now we've just now launched a new design which isn't the ones that are in the picture that you can see. You could always make up your own invitations as well, but it's all about giving her all the tools that she needs to make sure that she has a really good party and she's getting some absolutely lots of free shopping. So the catalogues are to obviously create that excitement and for her to then hand them out to people that might not necessarily be able to make the party day. She could also be a really good seller for you anyway. So she might be working in an environment where she's got lots of other ladies that she can hand the catalogues out. Remember, ladies, she actually gets 10% of the party sales to be able to spend as free shopping on herself. So the more she can hand out and the more orders she can get before her party, the more free shopping she's got. So I would always be making sure that I've got at least 3 or 4 catalogues, enough order forms, some party invitations. You might at this stage, if you've already purchased or have some, is you might have some little free lubes, or you might better get the pick and mix box and just a little something in there for her to try before the party. So what does hostess coaching look like and what's it all about? Well, it's basically what we call a 3-2-1 process. So the very first call, before you've even found out when the date is, will normally be on average 2 to 3 weeks before the party. Now, sometimes you will actually get a party that will be for the following weekend, so you won't have that time scale. So you just still apply the 3-2-1 process, but this time it's going to be a little bit shorter. This first call is always about getting that relationship with that hostess. She needs to know that she can call you and you'll be able to give her the best party possible. The second call will be 1 week before the party. Now this really is to make sure that everything's set up and to ask her how is she doing with getting those outside orders for you so that she can then inevitably get her free shopping. At this point, she might be struggling. She might be saying, oh, I've asked quite a lot of people and haven't got that very many people coming. So sometimes, ladies, just to let you know, our very successful parties have been done when we've got literally 2 or 3 people in the room. So I would never look at it as discouraging. It's always, you can always say, that's absolutely fine. Some of our best parties can be done. What will be great with this one is I can offer more of a personal one-to-one shopping experience for your ladies. This, if she's wanting a big party and she's struggling, then I would be suggesting to her possibly along the lines of maybe setting up a Facebook event where she'll actually invite people to that event. And I would ask her to make you an admin of that event so that you can create that excitement by using the resource tools that we can help you with, which are all online, which is all our social media banners. Also, the catalogue can be sent via text, via email, or on Facebook via PM, which means that she'll be able to gain a wider audience to look at her catalogue. And the final call, ladies, should be done one day before the party. This is one of the best calls, especially if you've done the 3-2 step correctly. The final call will be the exciting call, letting her know that you can't wait to come to her party and that you've got everything ready to go and you're really looking forward to it. Expectations from the guests. Like I said in the very first video, ladies, we are the ambassador. So you need to be smart and presentable. A top tip for some of our most successful party ambassadors is if you've got one of our perfumes, have a little spritz of that before you walk in. It does wonders for the atmosphere in the room. People will come up to you and ask you what your perfume is, and then you can naturally then say it's one of our Ann Summers range. Again, that tip then can be left so that you've got the perfume bottle, and I would be spraying the guests as they come in. Throughout the evening, ladies, they will be smelling it and enjoying it. Also, you need to be in the right frame of mind. Now, sometimes things go wrong en route. So we might get lost. It might be horrible weather. It might be a case that you've had, you've got things going on at home. But always be in that right frame of mind. Some of our most experienced ambassadors have said it's been absolute chaos right up until the moment you've knocked that door, the door opens, you walk in, and all of a sudden you are back in the room, back in the game, and you are being a true ambassador, and you can have a really good evening along with all the ladies at the hostess's house as well. We want you to provide entertaining and professional, but more importantly, a first-class experience. And a top tip from one of our top ambassadors is to get to know your catalogue and kit. Nothing worse than getting there and feeling a little bit insecure and a little bit unconfident with not knowing your kit. So really make sure that you know the items that you're going to be displaying that evening and demonstrating, you know about them. And the great way of doing this, ladies, is you can go onto the Party Ambassador website, whereby they've got all the training guides. And again, more importantly, you can contact your upliner if there's anything there that you're unsure of. I'm going to show you a couple of photographs in a minute of an attractive display of products. And again, a little tip, make sure that you start your rail with the very first item in order of the catalogue, and that way you won't get lost and you'll know you better put your hand on the product straight away. And give honest guidance information. What we mean by that, ladies, is if you're unsure of a particular product, we suggest that you be humble and you say to your ladies, to be honest, I don't really know much about this product at the moment, but I can send a quick text to my upline leader. Ladies, you will be in your groups, so you'll have communication channels like WhatsApp. You'll also have your Facebook groups as well. So you can always ping a message over very quickly, and then later on you'll be able to answer that when one of your colleagues gets back to you. Also, we need to make sure that we are letting customers know when items have gone out of stock or are not available. Just at the moment in July, we've just now had a brand new catalogue, and we'll be having another new one ready in time for Halloween. Now, we do say to you, if you have a little look on the Party Ambassador site before you go to a party, then you'll be able to see what's available and what's in line and what's in stock. The last thing you want to be doing is taking an order on the evening and then finding that you're not going to be able to order it for the lady for another couple of weeks. And make sure, ladies, that you've got details about the offer. So you need to make sure that you've got the hostess offer on display, because that's what's going to get you other party bookings and any exclusives that you're running. The next video, ladies, that you'll be able to watch will give you all about top tips of how you can actually do free raffles throughout the party. So as I said, a couple of photos now, ladies, to display your kit. As you can see, you need to go and get yourself a rail. And each month with Region 8, you've got a chance to actually increase that kit every month by getting a new line. So display it, like I said, from front to back, so you can see it's all nice and neat there on that particular rail. And then your toys, most importantly, make sure you always charge your toys up and make sure you've got new batteries in, ladies. The last thing that you want to do is get to a party and not being able to demonstrate how the toys work. Also, make sure they're really lovely and clean when you put them back into your kit, so they're all ready to go when you go to your next party. And as you can see in that photo, a little one of the aphrodisiac perfume bottles is always perfect for having at a party. Ladies, if you've got any questions on getting yourself ready to prepare yourself to party, you can go on to the Region 8 group, and more importantly, you can contact your sponsor and leader, whereby they'll be able to give you a little bit more information. I hope you've enjoyed the video, ladies. I'm looking forward to seeing you succeed in your business.